A Christian website suggests that men should avoid eye contact with their wives when they're raping them. In a recent post on the Biblical Gender Roles blog, which gives couples tips on how to live according to the Bible, apparently, a man who goes by the pen name Larry Solomon writes that a woman who's not interested in having sex with her husband should, quote, fake it until she makes it, and that her husband should completely ignore the fact that she may not want to have sex with him and just proceed, Lewis. Larry Solomon urges husbands to focus on their wives' bodies and to avoid eye contact, saying, quote, focus your eyes on her body, not her face. Focus on the visual pleasure you receive from looking at her body and physical pleasure you receive from being inside your wife. Larry's the founder of the website. He compares women to Medusa in the article, who this is, of course, the mythical figure who had snakes for hair and turned men to stone when she looked at him. He writes, sin is ugly. Your beautiful bride's face becomes ugly during this sinful time that she is grudgingly giving you sex as she grimaces, just wanting you to hurry up and get it over with. And he adds, I know you love your wife. Most of us as men love our wives. You want to connect with her physically and emotionally during sex, but your wife is the one refusing to connect with you emotionally, so you have to concentrate 100% on the physical side. Yeah, I mean, it's true, Lewis, that raping your wife might make it so she's not that into connecting with you emotionally. I could understand that.
Well, is he saying rape here, or is he saying when your wife is just like, fine, go ahead, let's do this, but I just not into it right now?
Well, I guess that's what the defenders, and I know you're playing devil's advocate here, that's what the defenders are saying. He's saying, listen, this is not forcible rape. This is just sex that your wife would rather not be having if she were given the choice. If someone doesn't have a choice about having sex, isn't that the definition of rape? And of course, there's this idea that circulates among some that marital rape or spousal rape isn't a thing, meaning it's not possible to rape your wife or your spouse. Doesn't seem to exist in the legal sense in the United States. Marital rape is illegal in all 50 U.S. states today. My interest here is not the specifics of the insanity of what Larry Solomon is saying, but the link that exists to abortion here. Abortion and the man deciding when to have sex with his wife, regardless of what her wish might be, all goes to this idea of controlling women, controlling women's bodies, deciding when and if they birth the man's child, deciding when and if they have medical procedures, deciding when and if they have sex, regardless of what it is that the woman wants. That's the common thread here, Lewis, in so-called biblical gender roles that are parroted by these types of websites. Control over women's bodies.
Yes, it all derives from the Bible, like the stuff we've talked about, where an article about how to discipline your wife, or Pat Robertson saying, you might need to hit your wife, or something like that. Dave, all of the major religions, the three major religions are incredibly misogynistic. And then the
Right.
further back in time you go, it gets even worse. But apparently some people are still stuck in the dark ages here.